Hey, it's me and Kim Fisk. I just wanted to come give some input about some things I'm noticing and kind of feeling in my team, especially in the events I've done, in the team Zooms I've been on, questions I've been getting, private conversations and coaching I've had with members of the team at all different ranks. And I wanted to bring something to you that I don't hear it being talked about. And maybe it is, maybe in different ways, but it's okay. Wanted to share from my heart to yours. So this is one thing I used to teach very, very clearly and very strongly back when I was in the throes of building, because I saw what would happen when coaches would get in and have frustration about how come I'm not going fast, how come it doesn't seem working for me. Of course, you got all the, what I call the monster tracks running of comparison and judgment and, perfection, blah, 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 all or nothing. All of that is running rampant as well. But I wanted to address it in what I called the factors of success, because once you understand that it's actually very predictable and you can look at it from like a scientific standpoint. Okay, let me examine my results and see based on what my interpretation of my list of factors of success are, and let's judge it. Let's not judge in a negative way, but let's assess. Let's do a scale from 1 to 10 and go, okay, let me see where I am on the scale of these factors. So I wanted to share them with you. What I hope to do right now is, because it'll be like an hour-long video if I do this all in one video. I'm going to give you the factors of success in this one, like the bullet points, and then I'm going to take each one, because each one has some rich info in, obviously, that make each one of those important. So maybe the ones that you didn't score very high on, you could go back and just watch that particular video, and I'll do them all separate, so they're not going to be an hour long, hopefully. All right, so here we go. Factor number 1 is your story. And here's why. The story is the foundation of everything. The story is, there's nothing. You don't have a story that excites you and impassions you and makes you want to get out of bed in the morning and have this feeling of, oh my gosh, so little people, so many people, so little time. That's this emotional place about your story. Again, I'll go into it deeper on that specific video. And I think when I spoke at this summit in LA a few weeks ago, I was very surprised if my question was understood correctly. I asked this group of, 300 people, how many of you don't feel impassioned about your story? How many of you are wonky about your story? And there was way more hands that went up that I expected. So it doesn't really surprise me that people struggle. And in that video, I'll talk about it. But your story is number 1. Number 2 is people, the people factor. How many people do you know? How many people are you, do you have credibility with? How would you rate your loving people? Like, are you a people? Are you a people person? Are you more shy? Are you more introverted? That's going to impact you. No judgment, but honestly, in fact, I've seen many, many times when people ride on the coattails of success for a minute with factors 1 and 2, their story and their people. And a lot of you fill this bill because you saw a big, huge influx of people come to you when you were on fire with your story. And then the people that you impacted, because it's not a telepathic business, they need to know about it. Those 2 factors can actually springboard you into a huge amount of results. Now remember this, results are not indicative of success. Don't judge whether it's going to feel good for a minute, like, oh, this is cool. But unless it's built on true principles, which, again, are going to be talked about in other areas, and deep down inside you, if it's a true principle, or if it's a fantasy, or if it's like a get rich quick, like, oh, this is easy. That's what happens. In fact, my assertion is we make coaches in this business earn more money quicker than they deserve, because of those 2 factors right there. You get a pastor, you get a doctor, you get someone with a story that can impact lots of people with credibility. You're going to be skyrocketed with results. Now we want those results to be sustainable. And that's why the rest of the factors of success are so vitally important. Number 3 is personal development, because those two things will get you. They'll snag you. And most of us got snagged until we went, oh, wait, you mean this isn't, wait, you mean I got to work on myself? Wait, this is not fun anymore. Because number 3 can be, is really where the rubber meets the road for sustainability. How much are you willing to look? How much are you willing to see? Run to the roar, lift up that bed and go, wait, what's happening here? And not believe your thoughts, all those things. I'll talk about it more in the personal development video. That's going to be separate. Number 4 is skills. And it's been really amazing to me as I've done private coaching with even some leaders on this team, on all of my team, various legs. I'll go, well, do you do this? Well, do you do this? Well, what about this? And some people don't even know what these things are I'm talking about. So I remember there was some certain skills that I really postured strongly, and I built my business based on certain skills. And this kind of business, I probably learned it from years being in this industry. There are certain skills that you need to not only know, but refine. And you only can refine it by what? By what? Nothing to it but to do it. You can't listen to Celine Dion sing and then expect you're going to sing like her. You got to start getting out there and doing these skills, because that's how you got good at anything. So skills are vitally important. And then in the skill video I'll actually lay out the couple of the, whatever the skills that I've noticed I think would be helpful for you to know. That's skills. Number 5 is coachable. How coachable are you? How willing are you because here's the thing. When we look around in our world, can't we see everybody else's stuff? Can't we see it? And we go, oh my gosh, oh, I know what, okay, I'll see that, notice that. Okay, well, guess what? The emperor has no clothes. Like everyone, if I can see them, they can see me. And when I am on one level, because I'm more interested in growth, what I would say to the coaches I'd work with is, I'm more committed to your success than your comfort, because it's going to be uncomfortable. And if you want me to stroke you and tell you how great you are and tell you that, you walk on water, first of all, you don't need a call. Just go ahead and think that if you want. But this business, we work harder on ourselves, right? Well, we don't know we have what I call mental scotomas. They're blind spots. Our brain is wired to where, and I'll talk more about it. I keep talking about it here, but in the coachable video, I'll talk more about why we don't see our stuff and how to shift that into not only enduring that process, but actually, yes, I want that. Coach me. And it's like, hurt me. Anyway, okay. Well, I hope this is helpful. And these are the ones I can identify that really will make a difference. Number 1, if you succeed. And number 2, at the rate you succeed. So since it's not a race, there's going to be some factors that will determine how fast this can go for you. And if you can rate yourself honestly, I hope you can do that.